I love the holidays. The streets are aglow with Christmas decorations, a few lights, a smiling Santa, a festive wreath. Of course, there are always the neighbors who go all out, turning their homes into blazing temples of Christmas cheer. You know, the kind of decorations that cause a citywide brownout when they get turned on. The kind of Christmas pride you can see from space. High voltage holiday spirit that would put a Vegas casino to shame. And then there's this, two antique tractors festooned with a bit of Christmas cheer, courtesy of Dave and Helen Howe. Harmless? Well, not according to the city of Saskatoon. In response to a complaint, the city has fined the couple for this display. So what I ask is going on when people on the prairie are fined for having a tractor in a Christmas display? Well, Dave Howe, the Christmas tractor man himself, joins me now from Regina. Hey, Dave, nothing says Christmas like a tractor, at least out on the prairie. But seriously, Dave, why tractors in your Christmas display?
Well, just because we have a hobby of collecting and restoring old tractors, and we just thought it would be very nice to have them on the front lawn. And they've been there for several years already, all right? But that's not the main issue. The main issue is going beyond that into our garage. So
if I get this straight, you're not allowed to have tractors anywhere on your property? Is that what the zoning bylaw says?
The zoning bylaw says you shall have no farm tractors or farm equipment and no repair work done of such said equipment on city residential property. However, it goes on to say that you can have your hobbies there, you can have a racing car, you can restore your racing car. If I was restoring motorcycles, that would be all right. In the meantime, they've decided that these are farm tractors, and we're arguing the point that they definitely are not farm tractors. We don't have anything in there that anybody's using out in the field anymore. They want to see farm tractors. We've got friends and relations offer to bring in their farm tractors and park them in the city and show them what a farm tractor is. These are antiques, restored, collectibles, any way you want to look at it. They're exactly the same thing as anybody who restores old cars, whether they be old Model Ts or the muscle car series. We just don't do that, and I respect those people that do, and they do it in their own garages on their own property. And because somebody thinks that this could be called a farm tractor, they're telling us that we can't have them there and that we can't even have them in our garage. Now, this is the part that really irks me. If they wanted them off of the lawn for a legitimate reason, I could go along with that.
Well, the city fined you last year for having the tractors, so why did you decide to put them on your Christmas display knowing that this controversy was brewing?
We had them out there for years before they ever started coming down on us. And then about 3 years ago, we got written authorization from the fire department. And the fire department are those boys that look after everything that's a mess or a bad yard or anything like that. And they gave us written authorization to display 2 tractors on the lawn for Christmas decorations. And they have never rescinded that particular letter authorization that they gave us.
Well, when you look at your Christmas display, Dave, what does it say to you when you see those tractors there?
It says to me that that it's just like, we're out here on the prairies. We grew up with tractors. It's just like part of our heritage. The people that are our neighbors, just about all either grew up or have relations on the farm. This is a farming area. Even though it's the city of Saskatoon, we are still absolutely agricultural orientated. We live beside the university, and they have all kinds of equipment out there within 2 blocks of our house. And then twice a year when they clean their corrals, well, there's plenty of smell out there as well. So there's a lot of things that we could say are a lot worse than them tractors that are sitting on our lawn.
So you appealed the fine, and now the city rejected your appeal. So how do you feel about this? And are you willing to pay the fine?
Oh no. We've said emphatically, very adamantly from the start, we are prepared to take a jail term. If they want to make an issue of it, me and my wife, we've both been charged, and we're both ready to go to jail. The fine consists of $90 between the 2 of us. I don't know how much jail time that is, but that's beside the point. If that's what they want to do, we will do it. And we've never backed down from that. And I've never backed down.
And you've got just one neighbor who's complained about it, but what about the other public reaction about your display and your tractors?
100, no, you can't say 100, 96% in our favor. There's only the one neighbor in the area that complains about it. we've had hundreds, and I'm safe in saying hundreds of phone calls through the 2 court cases, and not one of those people who phoned us has said, well, you shouldn't have them out there anyways. They're saying that we're on your side, these are beautiful, we'd like to see them, and you should be able to keep them in your garage. That's 100% of the phone calls. Now, there must be somebody out there who disagrees with this. I mean, they're not all 100% on our side. But when we've got hundreds that do, I think that's a very, very good indication. We've got many people who are ready right now to go so far as to make a demonstration within the city, if that's what it takes, and parade the city and tell them we want these tractors on Mr. Howe's yard.
Hey, Dave, you've got a great prairie spirit. I wouldn't want to be the guy who had to try to haul you off to jail.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that was to happen, there'd be no problem. Whoever done that would be on our side, but they have a job to do. So, you know, there wouldn't be such a thing as dragging me off to jail screaming. The only thing we do know is at least 2 or 3 of the media are all just waiting to pounce on it with their cameras. And if we know ahead of time, there'll be cameras there when they take me and my wife to jail.
Well, Dave, I hope that doesn't happen, and I do hope you have a Merry Christmas.
I sincerely hope you have too, and I want to thank you very much for your time. We're the ones that are getting the benefit from this, but we thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure talking to all of you. It's been a pleasure working with you. And again, very Merry Christmas to you and all your family and all the staff.